Hey, we're here a little late. We're going to do a deck of cards today. We got two jokers, one's halfway. This is the random joker I'm going to just throw in there. Just bing. We're going to do some squats for that. Up halfway, maybe. We're going to do modified motion, half reps. Thank you to all for tuning in. Thank you to Adventures in a Ood and Juicy Killer Monster. Each card for me is going to represent 20, and we're going to see how fast we can do 1,000 push-ups. So we got a 2 on deck. Always forget to take these off. Work. Hey Zach, I appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, brother. Thank you for at least coming in, smashing the like button. We have an 8-8 on deck. I hope everything's good with the family and your wife. Definitely would like to see some more of those, that bull ride and stuff you posted. That was cool. That was pretty cool. So if you're working, want to work along with us, whole deck of cards. We're going to do 20 a card. Next on deck is a 4. Ooh, I heard my right arm pop this time. Normally it's my left arm. It's probably because of all the push-ups we've done this week. We got a 4 on deck. We have a queen on deck. So when my arms pop in the back, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'm moving my feet maybe a little backwards, adjusting them so my left arm stops popping. That's why it's modified motion. Thank you again, Zach. Hey, the Reinhardt channel. I appreciate you guys. I was able to check some of your videos out and thumbs up to a couple of your posts while I was working yesterday. So I appreciate you popping in. We're going to do some push-ups. 20 a card for me. We're going to do a whole deck. I wasn't feeling good this morning. And I'm like, you know what, I have the days saved up. I might as well just tap out of work and tap into working out. Usually makes me feel better. And I guess I could have helped Uncle Kevin dig 80 feet of asphalt, or don't remember, but I know it's about 80 feet. You gotta dig up some conduit at some point. So big shout out to Uncle Kevin. Let me check these comments. I don't know if that's what he's doing today. I do hope everybody's having a very blessed day. I definitely having a brighter day now that I get to work out. We have a 8 on deck. And again, I seen God, Body, Gladiator. I'll have to check it. I have his name written down. He was working out in his kitchen, and I thought, hey, we could just work out together. That's pretty cool. That's where I seen P8 for the first time. I seen P8 on his channel moderating, and then I seen him on Jesse's channel and gifted a membership, and I believe I gifted him a membership, Dingus a membership twice. We do what we can for our family, our community. So thank you for tapping in. Hey Justin, how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. Got my Ozzy Osbourne shirt on. My one of the last concerts, well, it's not the last concert I went to, but it's the first time I ever wore this shirt since 2018. It's the only time I've worn it. I figured, hey, why not represent Ozzy? It was an awesome concert. Got to see Stone Sour. Yeah, it was an awesome, good time with my other moderator, Cannabis Kid. We went with him, one of his friends, and I took his niece. And yeah, I think that was their first concert, was Ozzy. And I doubt she's watching. She's probably sleeping. She had, I get to work with her sometimes, so she worked late last night. Let's see where we're at. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I did see your video about the new showcase thing you bought for selling on eBay. I think that's pretty cool. It definitely makes the items pop. You get to see everything. Like, hey, like you can see for sure every awesome detail, or maybe there's this minor imperfection. And when you're listing it, you could say, hey, look at these highly detailed, crisp photos. You can't argue that, but again, we do have family that sell on eBay, and there comes with a lot of returns sometimes. Maybe not a lot, but just more than expected. Let's see. Cool. I hope Miss Lucy and Miss Hannah's doing awesome, and Mr. Marley's just having a good old time. Maybe he's chasing a sock, or jamming on the couch listening to you and Lucy and Hannah sing. Let's see, can you see that back there? Oh yeah, you can see the heart back there. I was wondering. Yeah, I guess you can. That's pretty cool. Always, like I always say, no matter how big I get, or small. I'm a lover, not a fighter. We could always find an intelligent way to get out of any solution rather than fighting. I mean, maybe in war, that's totally different. But in everyday life, it should be cooler heads shall prevail. So I've had long hair for majority of my adult and child, like younger kid life, at least as a teenager. One thing I've noticed, if I don't work out and I'm not just, my veins aren't popping and I have my long hair, I won't get as many head nods or smiles, or not that that has anything to do with it, but maybe just people weren't in a nice chill mood, always trying to spread a smile, when I'm driving down the street and I'm listening to Justin play some Into Dust by Maisie Stars, and I'm just got this smile on my face, and somebody else I make eye contact with that might have had a maybe not a frown, but definitely not a smile. And then they're seeing me smile and they smile, and I know for a fact that my smile turned their frown upside down. There's just like, oh man, I see it every day. It's that easy. Every day I drive home from work, I always have a smile on my face. Not that I'm like, hey, I get to leave, but I get to come home to a family that loves and wants to have me take them places and go do stuff with them and need me. That's what it's all about. So while I'm their arm candy, might as well kind of play the part. That's the whole reason I work out. It's like to be healthy and to inspire my family. Like, hey, well, Shane can do this. I can do it. I can do the Atkins diet, or be held accountable for what I eat or drink, and work out. I've been looking through all my pictures for the last 2 days. I have a picture of my sister and my brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law's got his long sleeve t-shirt on, long sleeve shirt on, and he's at a dinner location, and they're all just nice and happy, but his arms are just like, just so gigantic. Even with the long sleeve on, you can see it. So I'm always going to be the runt no matter how big I get. And I'm fine with that. We get to go see Ozzy. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I love Ozzy. I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm 12. Thank you. We're doing push-ups. Modified motion. Super easy, super effective. It's what got me as cut or as jacked or as whatever I am, how I am now, I guess. Seen Ozzy Osbourne in 2018, July 21st, I believe was the concert, or July 22nd. I wish I could have taken my mom to that concert. She was too sick, but she did get to go see Shine Down. It was one big Rover Fest concert, so we got to see a bunch of different people, and it was awesome. I bought a bunch of t-shirts, one of which was going to be my mom's. I was gifting her it for Christmas. Unfortunately, she didn't make it. But I I'm grateful that she did get to go with me to Rover Fest. That was an awesome concert. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. I say, our little sisters matter. It's my little sister. Gotta always protect her even though she's bigger than me and taller, whatever. I'm the run of the family. The run of the family. That's not me, that's my nephew. Remember, I'm the black sheep. I'm not in this picture for whatever reason. I still love all you guys. Somebody's gotta be. I know my mom's looking down, laughing. She would appreciate that dry humor. She said, "You are not the black sheep. What are you talking about?" It's kind of funny sometimes, I guess. We got a 7 on deck. Cuckoo. How long have I been working out? Half reps. At least since 2011. From 2011 to 2019, 5 days a week, 1,000 push-ups a day, half reps. I do all my workouts half reps. Whether it's isolated curls, low, like that, I don't go all the way up. It's more the lower aspect of it, kind of like that. My high curls, that makes your, kind of like the ball on your muscle. My high curls, I don't go down further than that. That's what I consider a half rep. And my sit-ups, I have a sit-up short out, or maybe a video, whatever. But those are all half reps. Everything I do is half reps. And it's got me super jacked, super effective. Being a father, a young father with kids still in school, I had to find a routine that worked. And in 2019, I cut that down to 4 days a week. I was doing 5,000 push-ups in those 4 days by doing 1,250 push-ups, or, break up the 1 day into 4 time. I do 4 quarters instead of a full day. But I was losing too much weight. Instead of gaining muscle, you get too lean if you work out and don't eat properly. That's why my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are super jacked. I get them I go through 3 pounds of peanut butter in about a week and a half. But thank you again for tuning in. We had a 10 on deck. I'm going to keep doing 20. We have a joker that's not doing squats at halfway. I took off of work today. Sometimes it's just good to have some me time, spend it with some people that care about you, and that's why I wasn't able to vacuum this rug. I vacuumed it last night, but we get a lot of traffic in here when I go to bed, and got family. So when you got family, maybe it's a child that has a job that works different hours than you, and I'm more of a morning person. If I can get to work at 2 o'clock in the morning and get my stuff done, even if I have to stay until 2:30, 8 p.m., I'm fine with that. The sooner I can get to work and start, the better. sooner I can start my workout, the better. I wasn't feeling too good, so it got put off, but here we are. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Half reps. Oh, yeah. And that's Jesse, definitely. Jesse does the half reps. He's super, super jacked, and if I could get a pull-up bar up there, I'd be doing my back hangs that he does. I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Jesse is definitely where it's at. And I think, at least I did. I had a family member who was in and out of jail a lot. One of my uncles, and he, not that he ever worked out super hard, but he understood how time can play a big difference in the intensity and the actual return of what the workout you're trying to do. And when you're stuck in this little cell or wherever, maybe you're just in an apartment, or I could work out and under the stairs, wherever, but time's valuable. They know it. They know what works. And yeah, hopefully, if anybody's in California, I wonder if they still have a 3-strike law. 3 felonies means you go to jail for life. And that's why he came back. He had so many DUIs. He's like, I'm not going to jail for life just because I was drinking and driving. He did 7 years for one of his DUIs because it was, his 2nd strike or whatever, and wasn't anything violent. He just liked drinking and driving. 7 years, and he told me as an adult he couldn't, because he got a DUI as an adult. When he moved back, and California didn't want to come and get him, extradite him, I guess. So, I think that's why he moved back. He's like, there's no way I'm going back, man, on a DUI. But I'm sure if it was something super violent or bad, per se, like they say, they would have came and got him. He taught me what not to do. It's like, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Even if it was just by his examples and getting in trouble, I'm like, no. So my one uncle, he had a apartment in Van Nuys, and I don't know why. Probably just because I have no idea, but he left his apartment door open, and in the late 90s, maybe sometime in the 90s, they filmed this Cops episode where you see this guy running, he's super tall guy, running, going into this apartment complex, and they pull him out from underneath the sink. And this guy's like 6'1", maybe 6'4". That guy ran into my Uncle Scotty's apartment. First thing my Uncle Scotty did when he came back from California, he told me that story. He's like, you gotta watch Cops, man. He's like, yeah, they were in Van Nuys, and yeah, I left my apartment door open, and they came in there, and they, it's, I guess for a while they played it on the intro. So one of the intros to Cops for maybe a season, or at least half a season, was that Uncle Scotty's apartment. Hi. Yeah, Uncle Scotty was a trip. You gotta, back in Van Nuys, back in the 90s, big 6'4" guys with mohawks probably was an everyday appearance. But back here, yeah, he really stood out. He was the only person with like a 2 foot, 3 foot colored mohawk walking around. That was my Uncle Scotty at one time. And then well, I guess went back to normal hair. I could tell you all sorts of stories about Uncle Scotty, but we're working out and it's a chill stream. Let me get back to these. Thing. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe I'm a few months, but I'm a year older than Jesse. But even in one of my shorts, his forearm, like I'm maybe like doing something with a piece of cake, and Jesse's arm's there, and you can tell like his arm's like that wide, my arm's like that wide, and I'm a year older than him. Even back then, he was grinding, climbing those trees, getting all that muscle. Him and Justin. We do have a joker in here halfway. Normally I don't go live on Thursdays. I have a friend who we go to church per se on Thursdays, but it ended last week because school's out and that church program ended. We help out our friends. Oh. I gotta get my sucker-free coffee mug, or water mug, because I don't drink coffee. Everybody in the house does, except for me. I'll drink some Pepsi Zero, though. Love that. And I finally found a picture of well, I wish it was the outside, but found the inside picture of Mama's Pizza Shop. So, my mom had a pizza shop back in the day, that's why I love pizza. It was super awesome going there and smelling all the fresh dough being made and baked, and here you go, little Shane, you can have a piece. But we love our family, love the community, so thank you, M12. Hopefully that I got your name right. Yes, for tuning in. I'm pretty sure I noticed you on Jesse's channel commenting on both Fast Energy Adventures and Jesse Pollock Fast Energy. And gotta say, my buddy Ren648. I always keep forgetting to say the last part of my other moderator who I haven't seen in a while. He's probably working hard in thing he was trying. There's 20,000 people trying to get into the program he's getting into. He's working really hard towards that. So I hope you were able to get into that program, class, job, whatever we want to call it. Keep it, I guess, anonymous. And we are at the halfway, oh no, this is almost the halfway point. So we're going to do some squats for little buddy doing squats. He's like, hey little Shane, I'm going to do some squats today. So we're going to do some heel squats. Again, everything I do, there's a reason. These heel squats are for preparation to do a back flip or a front flip or running back handspring. I don't know what they call it, but I'm going to try to do it. And we will get it done. So we'll do 50, why not? Let me close this. I don't want to whack myself in the head. And the heel squats, I'm just lifting my heels off just a little bit. And those are also half reps. So I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I don't know if it was the last live I was on. I was talking about to Bingus, about Joe Schmidt training people for the UFC and coming over my house, my living room, just rolling around, and like 20 years ago I'm talking at least. It's like, Joe, man, my knee, what'd you do? Had this little look on his face like, I did that. Like, oh damn, man, my knee. Doing those squats, my knee was hurting. I think it's more of a mental thing. So I appreciate you tuning in again. Oh, Tamara, I appreciate you tuning in. I did remember to turn on my notifications, so I tried to come in and hit the like button and send a few comments, hit the share button. So I appreciate you greatly. We're doing half reps, modified motion, unique pressure, whatever anybody likes to call it. Oh, not that it matters, but I'm a big, huge foodie, love my food. I searched for over a year to get this cereal right here. I had 2 boxes, I ate one. This is my save, like, hey, I'm saving this forever. I heard Snoop Dogg made a cereal. I'm like, no way. I was gifted in maybe it was 99 as a birthday present, Snoop's re-release of one of his songs. I'm a huge Snoop fan, so I got Snoop cereal. So thank you. Cannabis Kid is one of my mods. Together we got our cereal. So I told him I saved it. So there's my proof. That's why I had to show him on a live, like, hey buddy, I still have it. Let me see. Yeah. Heck yeah, thank you M12. I'm glad I was able to inspire you just 100 push-ups. Heck yeah. You know, that's, it gets us going, gets the heart going. Miss Tamara got me going. I'm like, yay. Not that I'm really good at games, but I'd play some Connect 4 or maybe what other games you guys have on there. I just got to be able to dedicate some of my off time to that. So we are at our exactly halfway point. Oh, let me scroll down. So I appreciate you guys. Our Joker is our halfway point. I'm going to do 40 push-ups because I didn't do push-ups for the other joker. I just did my 50 squats. And then at the end of this half deck, we will do the other 50 squats, which will give us 100 squats. And then we'll finish out with some curls. We had a lovely, lovely day. Gotta appreciate some of my mods. We have, I know it's hard to see it, but I'll show you in the beginning, or at the end. We got Justin from Juicy Killer Monster, his wife Lucy, and Adventures in the Ood. I said it again. It's because in the beginning of YouTube, when I started posting or being somebody's moderator, I didn't have glasses. So a lot of times I couldn't read exactly what everybody was saying because I'm on such a small thing and I need glasses. So my mind was trained to think Adventures in the Ood instead of Adventures in a Ood. So forgive me, Pete. I apologize. I'll get these 40 push-ups done for you, brother. And everybody else on here. I'm a little bit talky today. I appreciate you guys being in here, motivate me. I can't go too hard. My glasses will keep falling off. I do love them though. Oakley, no frames. Oh, being able to see out of my bad eye. I had eye surgery on this eye, so sometimes if I'm looking, you're like, man, what's going on? Yeah, I had surgery on this eye when I was 5 years old because I was bullied. I was hit in the head. I don't know if you guys can see that. See the big, like it goes ring, but you can definitely see maybe like a cave mark. My Harry Potter scar, that's now just a dent. Kids can be mean, I tell you that, especially at 4 or 5 years old. So I guess with these half deck, I'm just going to pump it up to 40. We'll get them done half, or a little quicker. We had a 10 on deck. Oh, I appreciate Tim 12. Thank you, brother. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody that taps in. And I appreciate you too, Miss Tamara. Appreciate everybody. You guys all allow me to be a better person. And at the end of the live today, I'll rack up how many push-ups we've done as a community. That normally I do 4,000 a week. So we'll see how many more I did. That's probably 41. We're going to flip an extra card. I'm not going to try to forget this time, but that's okay if I do. We have a 9 on deck. Take a quick drink of water. It's always good to stay hydrated. And we have a 6 on deck. Hey, Miss Candy K, good morning. I appreciate you tapping in so early. We're almost, we're at a halfway mark at the half deck, or we did a full deck. We're doing a full deck. Halfway mark was already been hit, and we're doing 40 for the remainder of the deck to get her done and get the chest going. I couldn't do that again if I tried. They just fell perfectly off my face, like bink. Which is kind of comical. It's like, hey, you're getting your grind, your glasses are falling off, or they need tighten, but it's hard to tighten no frames because there's really not no. Everything's a stress point. So you have to be careful. We have a 6 on deck. Since I did 40, I'm going to flip another card. And we have a king on deck, which to me these equal 40. I was doing 20 a set. We spiced it up a little bit. I greatly appreciate you all tapping in, even if it's just for a comment and saying, hey, I gotta go. Just you popping in means the world to me. And I understand we all have lives and responsibilities. I said, you know what? I'm done grinding at work. I'm gonna use 8 hours of some PTO, personal time off, or holiday. When you got hundreds of hours saved up, you gotta use some of them, right? I forgot to flip 2 cards, so I did 20. Because I was talking. I noticed it when I went down. I didn't flip this one down. Normally I leave it up, which signifies, Shane, you didn't do 40, you did 20. So we have a 8 on deck. We're going to do 40 this time. Almost got my bad eye. I wouldn't have cared. I don't remember if I did a short or not, but I got a piece of metal in my eye. I was doing some work on a HVAC unit at work. Wind was blowing 6 o'clock in the morning. The piece of rust got right in my good eye. Drove to the 1 ER. No, sorry, we're closed. You gotta drive 10 miles that way. And I didn't have glasses. I'm legally blind in my left eye. So, yeah, I made it to the emergency room. And they're trying to give me an eye exam. Like they always do, it's just procedure. Okay, now read that. I'm like, I can't even see the biggest letter there. You know, they're like, you drove yourself here? I'm like, hey, it's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning. These things happen. And with a little magnet, no, I take that back. They didn't use a magnet. The doctor, it's like maybe 27, 28 years old. And I could have probably done this, but I wouldn't have been able to get the medication drops for my eye. But took a Q-tip. And it's just like, how does it feel? I'm like, go ahead, just dig it out. It's just like, bing. And I had few little scrapes. I'm like, good, it feels so much better. As soon as he scraped it out, I was like, relief. It's like, man, you didn't even flinch. Like, it was hurting so bad. The pain just was like, it didn't, not that it hurt, it was an irritant. And it was irritating me so much that I'm like, just dig it out. Just don't dig out all my good eye. And luckily, nothing really bad happened. That's fun of working on a 40-foot roof. Winds get super, super high up there. And yeah, stuff happens. Even with glasses on. Thank you again for tuning in. I like telling these little funny stories of pain, you know, like they're humorous. Like, hey, all this horrible crap happens to him and he's laughing and smiling, and because that's all we can do. You can be sad, you can be angry, you can be mad, you can feel loving, you can feel peace. So everything's a choice. And I'm choosing to do push-ups, and you guys are choosing to be with me. And I greatly, greatly appreciate that. And I greatly appreciate Pete Adventures in A Good for his first printing of his keychain. So I got that. And he got my own merch right here. My own little Shane keychain. Just pretty cool. I love it. Really cool. I carry it with me everywhere I go. Let me respond to any comments. Oh yeah, definitely. It's either bad luck, or I like to think of it as, if it's gotta happen to somebody, it might as well happen to me, right? I feel I'm strong enough to handle a bunch of stuff, and if I'm supposed to handle it, why not be in a good mood? You know, acceptance, and live in the moment of the day, and even if it's a bad time, you could still have a good attitude. And maybe if I wasn't in the kitchen, maybe I'll try it outside. Really would like to try one of those, like, jumping push-up, not jumping, like where they push off the ground. People are Gravity Core Fitness put out this one short. It's like, dun, 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 dun. I don't even know what he was doing, but it's something really cool. There's some music. And then at the end, and Jesse's done them with his burpees. They kind of like pop up like that. I guess that's the first time I tried that, but yeah, I'm afraid of doing a face plant and knocking out all the teeth that I spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on getting fixed, because we didn't have insurance when I was a kid. And that's okay. We have a 4 on deck. I did 40. Respond to some, hey, I appreciate you, Miss Candy. Appreciate everybody coming in and being so supportive. Let me, I have a temporary tooth right here, and every once in a while I have to put it back in until the dentist tells me, hey, we got room for you. I mean, the end of June or whenever he's hopefully going to call me back. And then we'll have all new teeth on the top. Can't wait. Last year I did one half. This year I'll get the other half done. I embrace my differences and everything that's gifted to me, even if it's bad. Everything should be looked at as a reason to want to do better. We have a 2 on deck. I had, sometimes when you go to certain places and then an ace following that, you have people try to sell you something. Maybe they want to sell you hair products or hair straightener, or maybe some cream for your face. Say, hey, come here, young lady, sit down here. Let me tell you, you're not pretty. You got to use this cream that I'm selling at $40, $60, $70 a jar, but you get 2 of them. So it's a really good deal. Had one of those experiences, and I let the gentleman tell me his spiel, and I told him, I am comfortable in my skin. If you think I have big pores, I'm sorry. I don't see it. You know, when I look at myself, my pores are perfect. And he's like, oh, well, you want to buy this soap? I'm like, maybe I'll come back. I'm not going to knock the grind. But yeah, I thought it was funny. You know, he's got a job too, and he's got a family to feed. You can't knock the hustle, but it's not my line of work. I want everybody to feel whatever situation they're in, they should be at peace. So, to David, to you, brother, I'm not going to knock your hustle, but I am 100% comfortable in my skin. If I was 100 pounds and 4 foot, or 6'5" and 600 pounds, I'd be just as happy. Whether I had no muscle or 800 pounds of muscle, I'd be the same person, and that's what I'm trying to help people understand. Yes, I get lots of looks, being a little bit jacked. I'm not as big as Jesse or Justin. If they ever would want to take a picture or anything, it doesn't have to be alive, just to show a comparison. I guarantee you, even though I look pretty jacked, I am so much smaller than those 2 guys. Just watching their videos and knowing Jesse was taller than me last time we met, and he was 16 or maybe 17 when he gave himself his first tattoo. Yeah, I remember that. He was bigger than me back then. So, you'll see, those little guys are getting it done like Jace, 55-year-old guy, super toned, pumping out thousands of sets of everything with his dog Xena. So I was able to catch a little bit of Jace's live yesterday. Again, I'm at work. I'm in air conditioners or top of a roof or setting up for some awesome baby shark event maybe. Maybe some concerts coming in. And no day is usually the same. Hey, I appreciate you. You come on everybody's channel and are very, very positive and supporting, and everybody feeds off of that. And that's hopefully what I'm trying to create or like spread just through working out. And maybe, oh, you can't see the ukulele behind the homemade honey from Begonia Bob. So thank you, Begonia Bob. Want to say he's an older gentleman, I'll say that. He's flown helicopters and jumped out of planes at being an older guy, at least older than Jace. And he might not be as much as into working out as we are, but he does love his cowboys and rodeos and anything to do with his begonias. So Begonia Bob, I'm just sitting there one day, come into the office. Begonia Bob's like, oh, you gotta see this, Shane, come here, man. I'm like, what the heck is this? It's like, yeah, man, this is in Texas. It's like they're having this huge rodeo. And he's like, that's me flying the helicopter right there. It's like we're flying right in. And then he shows me like both sides, person taking the point of view, and then the guy filming Bob just coming in and flying. I was like, dude, I was like, you work a whole lot, you're flying, he's definitely getting it done. Begonia Bob, and he's in, if Justin and Jesse were, know anybody named Begonia Bob, it's the same person. So, it's the same guy. He's well known and he's very popular and he's got hundreds of contracts. Even when he's working, Begonia Bob's got a cowboy hat on, and he looks like he's getting ready to saddle up, or like one of those old cowboy commercials where that guy's cool cowboy sitting on the horse smoking a cigar, just staring off in the sunset like, this is an awesome life. That's Begonia Bob. Let's see. So, if you guys are just tuning in, we're doing push-ups. We're almost done with a full deck. I've been doing 40 for every 2 cards. So I'll do 40, flip 2 cards, do another 40. I started the deck off with 20th a card. Once we got to the halfway mark, we upped it to 40. And everything I do is half reps, except for walking. I just walk normal. Or jogging, which I never do with a bad spine. You're born with a spinal condition at birth. You learn what you're... Not that I'm not capable of running in emergencies or for long distances, but the pain I would feel for the weeks or a month afterwards, and having to work, and people seek guidance and support from me, I can't see running. Maybe brisk walking. I like, we're getting towards the end here. I think I only have 3 more cards. So, I like planking. Whew. Gotta represent Ozzy. Concert, September 2018. Tried to get my mom to go. Fortunately, she wasn't feeling so good. But I was able to get some video. She's like, man. I'm like, no, Mom, that is Ozzy singing. It's his real voice. We were real close. He wasn't lip syncing, or whatever. And at 70 or however old he was still rocking it. Stone Sour played. There was a couple other bands. It's my first ever concert seeing Ozzy. I don't think it was Ozfest. It was just his last tour. I effing mean it this time. No More Tours Volume 2 was the concert, I guess. Call it whatever you want, as long as I got to see Ozzy. Mission accomplished. So, I guess we have 2 cards left. I'm going to do another 40, and then I'm going to do I'm going to do squats and then curls, and then we're going to end the stream. If there's anything any of you would like me to achieve or try to do on a short you think would be pretty cool, let me know. I am going to try to do those, that popular, roll out, touch your knee, or roll out, touch your foot. I have to all write it out, and again, I only do push-ups, sit-ups, curls. So anything outside of that is new to me. Burpees, I feel like a 4-year-old in a varsity football game doing burpees. I'm like, I do not belong here doing burpees yet. I'm just not coordinated enough. Where Jesse couldn't do pull-ups, I cannot do burpees that look good yet. We're getting there. But Jesse does so many pull-ups now, I'm sure he could pump out a quick 40 like there's nothing. I think he said he did 100 at the Arnold Schwarzenegger competition, which was really awesome. I'm pretty sure I watched that short, and that was the number that he threw out there. Or it was high, for sure. saved you from falling on the ground 10 million times. So that should have given us our 1,000 push-ups. Pretty sure. I'm gonna, I did 40 extra for the squats. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. The other joker I did push-ups for. We're gonna do another 40 for the squats. Joker I pulled, where I just did squats, and that should get us well over 1,000. Just take these off. There we go. That's our 1,000 push-ups. Memory serves me. Should be at least 1,040. So thank you for tuning in to me. Cuckoo. You guys are all awesome. We're gonna end with some, gotta do my squats. Here we go. No more water left. What? I need my water. No, unfortunately. That we have people at work, I will say, that want to remain anonymous. Little special somebody who's at work won't remain anonymous, but definitely a bright ray of light and a fresh breath of air when you see those people, you know. Just when they're around, you know, you're like, hey, I'm all pumped up, like you guys make me. So we're gonna do some heel squats. And we will do 50. Pretty sure I did 51 last time. And yeah, I can't wait. Maybe I shave my legs and see that awesome definition. I don't know. Barely. I mean, they're coming in. So when I do my squats, I definitely feel like getting defined right there, I guess. It's hard to see, but I do got a little baby calf muscle. Again, I'm only 150 some pounds. And the joys of being chemical burn. If I take my shirt off after my squats, I'll show you and you'll be like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Luckily, that didn't happen up here when I got chemical burn from Uncle Scotty, pouring uric acid down the drain and saying, it's just a drain cleaner. It's nothing super horrible. Or I don't even think he said that. My dad's like, you gotta go over there and unclog Grandma's drain. Mind you, he poured the whole bottle of uric acid down this plastic pipe plumbing. As soon as my channel lock hit, I just grabbed it and just squeezed it that hard. That whole cap just busted and blew off, and all that uric acid just went like all over me and ate all the hair off my face and burnt my ear and my lips. I was in the hospital for a while for that one. Thanks, Uncle Scotty.
luckily it didn't get in my eye. I got like in the corner of my eye, but it didn't get in my eyeball. So for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I had to sit there and have this solution drip right in my eyeball that you can't blink for 2 hours. Something's just dripping in your eye. It was awesome. I'm like, oh, why me? I was just in this hospital 2 weeks ago getting hernia surgery. Now I'm in here with chemical burn all over my face and body. It was awesome. All because I was trying to help out Grandma and Uncle Scotty pouring crap he should have done down the drain. Whew. And I've been looking for that picture. My sister had a picture. Now it's not like my skin didn't burn off, like peel off or anything. First thing I did is I called my Kaylin's mom and I said, need all the vinegar. Give me as much vinegar as you got. Comes over with these gallon jugs. I'm in the shower pouring vinegar all over myself. But it did eat parts of my lip which were bloody. Like, yeah, it hurt. Got this part of my ear, in my ear. All this hair was all singed up. I can't grow hair on my chest here. Uric acid is nothing to mess with, and you should never ever pour it down your drains. Please and thank you. I think it's funny being able to tell these stories and be like, finally, I can tell my story. Maybe when I'm not here, 20, 50 years from now, great grandkids or great uncle, my great nieces or nephews can be like, man, little Shane, all this bad crap happened to him, but he always kept it positive. That's all we can do. See the good in everything, even if we don't feel like there's good around us. And I always carry these in my pocket, so I'm always having a good day. So I got one in this bag and one in the package it came in. And unfortunately, the other one was already claimed, Pete. So I appreciate it. So if you got that message, you understand who claimed it. It was spoken for. Like, oh wait, I was gonna give that to KK. We got her a car. Though she does still have her temps. So Hannah, you are not alone in your journey. And one of my sons had, or I guess another family member doesn't have no desire to do it yet. No pressure. I'm that guy that's just like, hey, I will help you do whatever you need to do in my family, but I'm not going to force my dreams or my desires that might not line up with yours on you. That might not be what you want to do, but I will help you do. Let me facilitate your wildest dreams. Let me get you there. That's what I told a special somebody. Let me help you live the dreams you want to live. And that's okay if you don't want to dream big. Have this huge 10,000 foot mansion, 2 kids, and you're in this huge house, maybe just 2 people. Like, me, I'd rather everything just enough, enough to survive, have a good time, be able to help friends, spread positivity. I did think I got a notification that Retro Bliss Gaming, good old Phil, I got a notification he's be doing a short or a live stream. He allowed us. He was the first channel I ever made merch for. So he's a cool dude. I appreciate him. He does a lot of retro gaming how-tos or reviews on lives, interviews people that create and make some of the games, like Pac-Man or not Pac-Man, Popeye. So the guy that made Popeye was on his live and constantly on there. And was a moderator, I believe, for his channel. Namco Gaming, or I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. But we got Mike's Gaming Gala. We got Casey, the Intellivision Gamer, Retro Bliss Gaming, Operation Shutdown. I remember those guys. Derek. Those are all people from Retro Bliss's channel, which in theory helped my family understand that helping out other people, being moderators and tuning in and tapping out is not only beneficial to yourself if you want to tune out and help other people, give yourself a quick little break, learn something, but you can help spread joy and happiness to other people. It's a 2-for-1. I'm going to put my shirt back on. I don't want to get, they call it chafing or like rope burn underneath my arms. So when you do hundreds of reps, I normally take my shirt off because where the shirt rubs when you're doing up and down, you'll get chafed somewhere, just like in a bathing suit, you'll get chafed. So that's the reason why I normally take my shirt off at least when I'm curling. I know a few of the family members are like, put your shirt on. But Mama Bear would be like, flex, bro, flex. Flex, little Shane. Do those one-handed push-ups. Do those handstand push-ups. Show everybody what you got, brother. That's what Mom would say. She'd always, she would nurture that. She'd be like, that looks so awesome. And Dad would too. Sometimes when he wasn't working or doing something else. But, he, actually, you know what, we'll do something Dad told me. And we'll end the stream after that. So, these are for your forearms. And, I guess it's a, he's older. He's closer to 80 than he is 70. And we'll set the timer for a minute. And, we'll do 2 minutes, 1 minute a hand. And basically, you're just moving your wrists. You're just hanging them over like this. And you're just, for wrist strength, let me pull this way so I can see. I can't see. So we're just going down and up, down and up, and down and up. This is for Phil. So Phil, I know you have a hard time with your wrist, If you could do something similar to this with maybe a bag, like a Dollar General grocery bag, and just put things that you can work your wrist out with, like maybe a thing of paper towels, just something that allows you to do this motion that gives you moderate workout for your wrist. Oh, we're gonna change that over. I really feel it in my forearm. So when I was touching my arm here, because it was hurting, I'm like, oh gosh, it's burning. I'm not gonna lie, I will tell you. I tell you guys, hey, these half reps work. I guess this is a half rep because I'm not going all the way down, but my dad suggested this a couple days ago. I figured, Dad told me to do it, suggested it, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna keep putting it in at least once a week, twice a week in my lives. I don't know if he watches them, probably not, but I feel the burn right there and in my wrist. There we go. Oh, and we'll do Jesse's. I'll do a couple sets or one set of Jesse's push-ups because I paid attention and seen how he did it. So you can do incline push-ups or inverted, I think he called. I'm not sure, but the way he does them is I did them like this. Jesse did them like this. So when you do your push-ups, I'm gonna try them. I don't know how wide he does it, but we'll do it like that wide. That's about maybe 1.5 feet. You know what? I'm gonna move it back here so they don't move. Is it easy on the carpet? Just widen it up a bit. Oh yeah, right here. Try these. Let me take the glasses off. Jesse, these are for you, brother. And Justin, you guys always so awesome, doing awesome, nice throwing stuff and tree stuff. That was for you, brother. 40 push-ups. And I kind of felt them in my upper shoulders, or the upper part of my shoulder. So it's different burn for sure. Let me see where we're at here with your guys' help. Today we did at least 1,000 push-ups. So Sunday we did 2,000 push-ups. Monday 1,500. Tuesday 1,500. Wednesday 1,000. Thursday well over 1,000. But I'm just gonna say 1,000. 7,000. 7,000 push-ups in 5 days. And all of them are half reps, super simple. You just have to dedicate time and tell yourself any number that I'm going to do it, whether it's 25 every day until you can do 30, and then do 30, and just keep doing them. There were many times in 2011 through 2018 where I worked out Instead of doing 5,000 push-ups a week, I did 6,000 push-ups. Just because I wanted to just keep going, just keep doing these push-ups and sit-ups, and then people notice. My family members are, man, you're looking great. You feel better, you notice. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. We will give you one more little, so I got some pictures, just nothing too crazy. The inside of my mom's pizza store back in the day kind of looked like that. Like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Again, this was back in the 80s, so yeah, things looked a little different back then. It doesn't have any dates on it. But we had arcade machine in here, all sorts of fun stuff. I was getting my hawk on today. Like, yes. My daughter brought this over and put this over here, and it's just like, I wonder if he's ever gonna do anything with it. I did. Getting my hawk on. So, thank you again for allowing me to get my hawk on. At the beginning, you could tell, I don't think my arms weren't as jacked as they are now. And that's all from push-ups, sit-ups, and curls. On those 30 pounds, and my curl bar's in the other room, but it's that simple. In theory, because we trick ourselves to think that we're not capable of whatever goals we're setting. Big or small, small steps lead to big places, and all it takes is starting. So thank you for starting me on this YouTube journey. Trying to see, we pushed ourselves this week. 7,000 push-ups. I probably haven't done that in a very many, at least 5 years maybe in 1 week. When you're working 3 jobs, 4 jobs, if you include helping my dad out, you know, it's busy. So thank you for all tuning in. I do got to give a huge shout out to Miss Finding _ Hannah, her lovely parents, Miss Lucy, Mr. Justin from Juicy Killer Monster. Like and subscribe and share. Same with Adventures in A Oot. Forgive me, Pete, I owe ya. You'll have something coming very soon in an email confirmation. We got Jamie Parker 32, Tamara Mattis, Ren648, Retro Bliss Gaming, Godbody _ live. He's the one that P8 the Great is a moderator. I seen him doing these really awesome, fast moving push-ups. And I'm like, hey, wait, man, I got a kitchen, and he's got thousands of subscribers, you know. People don't mind seeing other people working out in the kitchen, I guess. And I ran with it, so thank you. I think you're Luke, or Anthony maybe. But regardless, I appreciate you. We got Caitlin, J6437. We got Amanda. So Amanda, I doubt you're watching. Shoot me a message if I'm allowed to do a live stream in your place of business. I keep coming up there. I know I'm probably allowed, but I want to get permission. So I think it'd be pretty cool. And I want to make this short, but again, it's got your picture on it, and it's about you being great and awesome, but I just try to keep everything as anonymous as they want to be. We got Ian Watts official, George Alexander 7817, Again, finding_Hannah, original Ryder G, Caitlin, Justin's Journals, it's me, Potato. I haven't seen you in a while, so hopefully you're doing good. Summer Girl, haven't seen you in a very long time. But again, thank you to everybody helped me. You guys helped me, including my little sister. My little sister right there. Little sister's doing things. So I'm on Twitter, or is it Twitter? No, TikTok. So handstand push-ups, little Shane on TikTok. Thank you, my little sister. And my brother right there. 80 million subscribers on a couple of his different channels. If you add up the 27 here and the 40 there and the 1.2 or however many. And my nephew, who's a giant now, it's like 6'7", maybe 6'9". But family is why we're here. You guys are all family. I appreciate you guys all being here, watching me work out, getting my swell on, I guess is how they say it. Let's see. Yeah, it's my little sister when she was 1 year old. Isn't she precious? She's probably like, why are you showing my baby picture? Because I love you, little sis. Because you're always looking all so smiling, with or without a tooth right there. You're like, cheese! With our nephew. I was probably bad. That's probably why I wasn't in that around Christmas. I was probably getting punished for being ugly or something. You're like, you're too ugly. You gotta be... No, I'm just kidding. They never said that. I'm just trying to get a laugh out of you guys. So, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We did a live stream workout where each one of these cards in the beginning was worth 20. We had a joker in here halfway to show us that, hey, we're at our halfway point. I stepped it up to 40 and we flipped 2 cards. We did 100 squats, P8 the Great squats, or Jesse Pollock squats, and some curls, some kneeling curls. And not that I'll be able to. Justin, let's see if we could do it. I could do it for a few seconds. Let's see. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. See how he does this. Kind of planche. Yay! We planked for whatever that pose is for, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 seconds. First time, or second time attempting that and actually accomplishing it. So, Justin Pollock, that was for you, brother. I appreciate you guys. Have an awesome evening. Thank you for tuning in. If there's anything that you guys see that I can, you want to see me do, let me know. I appreciate everybody. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We love ya. Let's see, do a heart like that. Ozzy heart, because you gotta love Ozzy. Put this back on when I go back to work, I guess. Thank you for tuning in. Little Shane over and out. We'll pose with the left arm. They definitely got the veins going. Thank you. Have a blessed day.